It is so great to see you, and I'm being all nicey about this. When the hell was the last time I got a chance to see you? Because I was trying to put a date on it and I can't.
It's been a few minutes, hasn't it? Yeah, it's been a couple of years. I mean, COVID and everything else. It's been a
No,
while.
no, don't try to make it as simple as that. We're not just talking COVID, getting married, becoming a mom of two, a board member
I
for this
know.
great organization. It's not like you were just like, oh, well, it's been a couple of months. You've been busy.
It's been wild and I love it.
How does it feel being a mom and being a wife and just being able to have a family and grow in this country?
It's pretty extraordinary because I never saw myself in this position, and you have known me for a few years and probably thought, holy crap, this girl is not going to settle down. But here we are. But yeah, it's actually a very humbling experience.
But it's not just the fact of being you know, helping a family grow, but it's also taking care of your family, and especially because one of the big reasons that you deal with is this.
Yes, diabetes. So my son Emerson will be 5 on June 4th, and he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was 14 months old. So right in the heart of COVID.
Was that a scary thing to hear about? I mean, what was your emotions about this? And did you even understand what diabetes was all about?
Yes, so both my parents have type 1 diabetes. So I was very fortunate to have a background in it, where some families who find out about it do not have any sort of background. At 14 months old, that was the last thing that was on my mind. He just wasn't well, went to the emergency room and got the diagnosis, and my heart shattered. I said, why him and not me? And I mean, that's it. Life has to go on. You are a pancreas to a 14-month-old from then on, and yeah, you learn to deal with it, and there's a great community behind it.
How's he coping?
He's great. I mean, at this age, he doesn't really know anything else, but I mean, he loves life. He's all about um, dinosaurs right now, and just a typical 4-year-old.
Let's talk about diabetes, type 1 and type 2.
Hmm.
How many people are being affected by this every year? And for folks who really don't understand what diabetes is all about, please explain it.
Yes, so Diabetes Canada wants to end the stigma around this. So that's their push, especially for this campaign. So type 1 is an autoimmune disease. You can't catch it from somebody. It's not about your eating habits. It's not about lifestyle. It's your pancreas decides, or your body decides, we don't like your pancreas, and it attacks it. So you're no longer allowed to or able to make insulin. Type 2, there's differentiates. I mean, there are people that are healthy, have a great lifestyle, still get type 2 diabetes. So there's still a lot of research that needs to be done. But everyone says, "Oh, you don't eat that, you'll get diabetes." Well, no, that's not always the case. Um, I've had a parent ask me, can Emerson come to a birthday party? Can he eat birthday cake? Yeah, of course he can. Just needs a little bit of insulin on the side, and like he's good to go. He can do all that. So currently, Diabetes Canada supports 11.9 million people with diabetes. So our spotlight for this campaign is for our young diabetes friends who would like to go to camps, but unfortunately, not all camps can accommodate people or kids with diabetes, because you need doctors, you need nurses, you need people who are educated with it, you need a support team, you need dietitians. So D camps, which are located across Canada, and there's one here in Ontario in Huntsville. All the proceeds go to that. So people and families who maybe, need some help, new camp equipment, all the funds from this fashion show is going to go towards that.
That is great. You just made the mention. I'm going to go back to the camp, but you just said the word fashion show.
I
So,
sure
what
did.
is going on with this campaign, and why the word
Yeah.
fashion show words are all
Yes.
involved?
So there's actually 6 that are going across Canada right now. So we had one in Regina on May 10th.
Mhm.
We have our Halifax show May 25th, Vancouver May 31st. Our Toronto show, which I am strictly involved in, is June 5th. Calgary is June 15th, and Winnipeg is June 30th. So the unique thing that's going on with this is that every model in this fashion show has either type 1 or type 2 diabetes, and they're going to be showcasing, maybe their insulin pump, maybe their CGM, which could be a Dexcom or Libre, which gives us our blood glucose numbers. So it's all ages. My son Emerson is going to be in the show. He will be 5. And yeah, he's going to be the youngest model at the Toronto show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be draws, there's going to be silent auctions, live music, a blue carpet to start the evening. Yes. So just a lot of fun events going on that night.
Okay, how are you going to deal with having a 5-year-old superstar walking down the blue carpet? How are you going to be able to handle this? Because he's going to be stealing women's hearts. That's going to happen.
I know, I hope so. I mean, he's quite the speaker, and he says at this point they have no filter, so he will say whatever is on his mind. But he's very empathetic as well. So he sees people and he'll say, "Are you okay? Or are you having fun?"
Uh,
He can rile up people if he needs to get people excited. So
I want to go back now to the camp.
mhm,
Um, how, like you mentioned about the things that camp needs and things like that,
sure.
but the camp itself, what does it do for these kids being able to go, especially having type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and not just the kids, but just the family knowing that these kids are getting a chance to go?
Yeah, so it's a very unique experience because a lot of these kids, perhaps this is their first time away from their family overnight. So they are learning. So once they go there, a lot of these kids for the first time will maybe work the pump by themselves, or maybe they will give themselves an injection by themselves. Maybe they'll test their blood sugar by themselves. They have the support there, but there's so many educators that outside of the family that might have a different way of showing them, and it gives them this confidence that perhaps they haven't seen. And there are some kids out there who maybe are a little bit shy and don't want people to see their insulin pump or see that they're wearing a Dexcom. Everyone around them is wearing it. Everyone around them is making them feel comfortable. So it hopefully brings them out of their shell. And we've had such positive feedback of, the confidence building and the team building they do there. So it's overall such a great experience, especially for young kids that really need this because, having an acute illness, which diabetes is it can be daunting and frustrating at times. Doctors can tell you what to do to regulate diabetes, more insulin, change this on your insulin pump, but it's it's got a mind of its own. So even though what we are told to do in theory would be great, everything can affect your blood sugar.
Yeah,
Hormones, growth, weather, exercise. So it's a constant up and down of, diabetic people can make over 200 decisions every day just based on their needs.
absolutely. And we got to go back and remind folks again, you know, no stigma. This
No
can happen
stigma.
to
Anyone.
anybody, but
Yes.
it doesn't mean that it's a sentence. It just means a lifestyle change.
Absolutely. And diabetics, like my son, he can go to a birthday party and eat the cake. He can have the ice cream. We just have to make a few little adjustments before he has some indulgence.
Okay, so let's get back again. Where's the fashion show going to be? What
Yeah.
date? How do we get tickets? And also, when is the camp?
Yeah, so the camps run throughout the summer.
Good.
So yes, so they can go on the website, Diabetes Canada, and they can find out information there. And so yes, it's at Palais Royale in Toronto on June 5th.
Ooh, nice place.
I know it's a great place. 5:30, blue carpet. Models, you can meet the models when you go there. So there's VIP tickets for 150. There's general admission for 100, and youth, because the whole family is invited, it's $75.
And for folks who can't make it, but they want to donate, where do they go?
Yeah. So the Pump Couture website, you can just go on Google, type Pump Couture Fashion Show 2024, and you can donate to Diabetes Canada as a whole. Or you can specifically go in and say Emerson and donate to us as well. Shameless plug. And yeah, it all goes to a good cause. So wherever you donate, it's going towards the camps.
Last question. This isn't the only
Oh.
event that's going on. Can I assume there will be other events happening throughout the year, heading down to the holidays too, maybe?
Yeah, I know there's a Lace Up campaign in the fall going on for Diabetes Canada as well.
Mhm.
So that'll be on their website shortly. But Diabetes Canada all year, you can always donate. They also do Diabetes Canada's clothing drive, so you can contact them and they'll pick up either clothing or any small home appliances from your house, and they can take it to Value Village, and they have a partnership there that helps support it as well.
Fantastic, Jen. Thank you so much for the interview. Congratulations on everything that you're doing and helping
Thank
other
you.
Canadians. And please give the family a big hug for me.
I will. Thank you so much, Rudy.